in a way that no man has served before, serve God every day like your last day. Then you will discover that your passion, you will discover that your passion will never finish. Anytime you have to preach, don't preach and reserve some revelations. Before, I don't think when I need to preach, I will preach and leave some things back so that I will not get empty. So that tomorrow I will still have a message. The next day I will still have a message. But one day, I came to understand that any day can be your last day. Not because you will die, but rapture can take place. Even as we are seated here, you that have preserved your voice for tomorrow, what if we just hear Papa, everybody start going? That means you just preserve your voice for nothing. And you will never be gifted for what you didn't do. You are not going to be given a crown because you wanted to serve God. You are going to be given a crown because you serve God. So that voice that is reserved, you will not be blessed for it. You will only be blessed for the one you render. That is why I'm going to preach for 4 days. But I still took the time to pray like this. Because God, if this is the only thing that we do on the program will be a substance, so be it. What if the trumpet sounds now? What would you do? Every day as a believer, live every day like last day. Not because car will jam you, but live that day like the trumpet can sound anytime. Jesus himself said, the day and time, even the son do not know. But be ye what? Prepared. For the coming of the Lord will be as if what? A thief in the night.
The night cometh when no man shall walk.
And when it steps in, you are out of it. So I want you every day when they say pray, don't sit here as a child and be saying one day I will grow up and I will be praying. When I start praying, who told you will grow up? What if the trumpet sounds tomorrow and you don't grow up? That means you will go to heaven and you will live as a motorboy. You will be squatting with somebody. I tell you, even in heaven we are not equal. There's somebody in heaven people are not equal.
In heaven people are not equal.
Even as we are seated here, we are not equal. There are some people, if they stand up here and they say, this meeting will end now. The meeting will end. There are some people among you, if you stand up and say, this meeting will end now, the next thing you hear is knock out. Because we are not equal. Am I lying? Imagine, and again, these are literally right. Imagine a lady stand up and say, right now, meeting end, everybody go home. The next thing I will be looking is not even us that will not do. A small boy there will stand up and come. But imagine, as I was seated there, just stood up and said, okay, everybody out of the church, everybody out of the church, go out. Whether you like it or not, you still go out. People on earth are not equal, and that is that in heaven. Because the Bible says the things we see with the physical eyes are only an advertisement. Sorry to paraphrase in that way. They are only a paraphrase of what is going on in the spirit. So that thing you see soldiers putting, they say another one is 1 star, the other one is 2 star, the other one is 3-star general, is 3-star this thing, counting or whatever. That thing is time 2 in the spirit. That is why another angel was coming to give Daniel his request. They said the demons heard him. The prince of Persia, they heard him because he was a small rank. They heard him and put an angel in prison. Demons carried an angel and put him in prison and locked it. They said, if you talk, they will knock you. Well, shut up. And the Bible said, as Daniel continued in prayer, angel Michael came and fought with them. And you know who Angel Michael is in heaven? Oh, he's like the commander general. When he lands, you know that the chief of defense has come. And when he comes, you know that the chief doesn't walk alone. So the host of heaven came and scattered them and took that angel out and sent him. Go and deliver that message. Angel Michael did not collect the message to go and deliver. The Bible said that same angel. Go and read your Bible. It was that same angel. That means Angel Michael is not responsible for carrying letters. I beg you, carry that letter, go. Come back and let anybody talk to you on this road again. And he left. The Bible says a rich man and a poor man, Lazarus, were living on earth. One day the two of them died. Lazarus was a rich man, but they carried him and kept him in the bosom of who?
Abraham.
In the bosom of who?
Abraham.
In the bosom of who? Ibrahim. Abi Abraham. They carried him. How come Abraham was seated? Lazarus was seated in his bosom. It's a very simple thing. The Bible told me that Abraham was a soul winner. Lazarus win no soul. He had no work accounted for him. He only lived a righteous life. Go and read Genesis chapter 12. You will read something that will shock you. The Bible said when Abraham was coming out of his father's house, the Bible says Abraham came out with the souls that God had given him. With the word souls. That means Abraham was a soul winner. So when God called him, he came with souls. Lazarus, no soul was accounted for him. And therefore, he lived a life on earth without any work. No work. He only lived as a righteous man. And he went to heaven as a righteous man. Because righteousness is the ticket of the entrance into the gate of heaven. When you come and you are righteous, you will just pass through the gate. You enter. When you come and you are not righteous, you can enter. Simple. So if you live a righteous life, simple, you go into heaven. But when you begin to walk for the king, that's the difference between you and those who will come here and will train to be the youth of Boko and will sit here tomorrow. They will only sit in the congregation and they will be watching. Little do they know that somebody came here and worked yesterday night so that the program should be a success this morning.